Have you ever had an opportunity to really get ugly with people about something that was you were totally in the right on? It wasn't your fault at all. Somebody else is being ugly to you, and you zipped it up. You bit your tongue. You kept your mouth shut. You was nice and cordial, a perfect gentleman, a wonderful lady, and it felt like a kick in the head. But then, all of a sudden, God patted you on the back and rewarded you for doing good. Good morning, guys and girls. September 15 on an incredibly nice day. A little bit of light breeze blowing out here this morning, but it is beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. Reading from a Catch a Better Life book, Catch a Better Life by Jimmy Houston, a channel on YouTube, Catch a Better Life by Jimmy Houston. Go in there and subscribe to that channel. If you're not subscribed right now, about 20,000, 21,000, incredibly great people there, incredibly great people. People that will pray for you, people that will share with your joy. They'll help you when you're down. They'll encourage you. And when you go through and start reading the comments there every day, you'll be blessed. I guarantee you I'm blessed by what y'all put on there as comments. September 15th, Proverbs 12:14. A man will be satisfied with good by the fruit of his mouth. A man will be satisfied with good by the fruit of his mouth. At an FLW tournament on Lake Kissimmee in Florida, most competitors were locking through to the lower lakes. So probably about 80 or 90% of the boats were locking through. Only about a dozen boats, 12 or 13 at a time, could lock through. So you had maybe 150, 160 boats out of the 180 that was locking through. With 180 boats, it was a train wreck about to happen. You could only get through about a dozen at a time. I was about boat 15 to the lock that very first morning. I think this was the second day of the tournament. I was about boat 15 to that lock, and I almost, just barely missed getting in that first lock. But here's the deal. I was the very front of the line for the second lock until other competitors started arriving. By the time they got that locked through, and it's a pretty relatively fast lock, by the time they got that locked through, raised the water back up, there was a lot of boats there. There was lots of pushing, there was lots of shoving, lots of ugly words said, a lot of profanity, a lot of boats scratched up, banged up. My boat was pushed to the side where I wasn't even in front of the lock anymore, pushed completely out to the side behind the concrete. I said not a cross word. I was nice to everybody, but I locked through in the last lock that went through. The last dozen boats that went through, that was me. I was in that bunch. Almost 2 hours later, almost 2 hours, I had lost 2 precious hours of fishing time. Life pushes us aside just about every single day. Something will happen to you today where life and some of the people in it are just going to push you aside. I've seen this same scenario play out with shopping carts. I have. We've had situations in America, people fighting over toilet paper. How will we react with our words? It's critical. It's critical how we react. Will we speak words of love, words of peace, words of joy? How about when you're in those situations, speaking words of encouragement? Or will we speak just the opposite? By the way, I love this part. I caught a huge limit of bass that day, highly satisfied. I caught a big limit of fish. When I got finally gotten all the running time, maybe like close to 3 hours before I got to my first spot, I fished that spot all day long. And the second bass I caught weighed over 6 pounds. And I caught probably 30 keepers that day, 35 keepers that day, and my 5-fish limit was a big one. I went from not even being in the money, clear up in the top 20 in that tournament, won $10,000. You know what I thought that was? God patting me on the back. I couldn't wait to call and tell Chris about that. Chris wasn't even at that tournament. She wasn't even at that tournament. I would just gone down there and fished that tournament. Here's our tip for today, and it's a good one. Throw darker colors on cloudy days. You know, a day like we got today, you can see there's not a cloud in the sky up there. You want to throw what we call translucent colors. Those are colors you can see through in plastic worms, light colors, grays and whites and stuff like that in other type lures. If you get a lot of cloud cover come in, rainy type, dark days, you want to throw darker color lures. That's when you throw your purples. That's when you throw your blacks. Clear water, translucent, darker water is the same thing as the type of day works down in the water. Guys and girls, go out there and have you a great one today. And remember, your words, what does it say? You will be satisfied with good by the fruit of your mouth. Your words mean something to God Almighty. Have you a great one. Remember, I sure do.